Hey, what's going on? We are here with NBA 2K Mobile No Money Spent, episode number 2. If you checked out the first episode, then you already know we are grinding a brand new account in which we featured the brand new NBA 2K Mobile code for Damian Lillard. He was a top player on our main squad. So throughout the week, we've been grinding seasons and we played fantasy finals. We just got our first reward. So this was more or less the squad last week. We had Gold Damian Lillard. We had Emmanuel Quickly. I think at small forward I had a silver. I can't remember who it was. We had Pascal Siakam and Yusuf Nurkic. We've been able to upgrade the team now. The main squad has John Stockton, Clutch Team, which we got from the fantasy finals. Lonnie Walker, who's been a low-key gem for my squad. Royce O'Neal, Eric Pascal, and Montrezl Harrell, who's been a really good center as well. Now, one thing I do want to mention is I started my no money spent account really late. It was towards the end of week 1, so I couldn't take advantage of the first event. But now being able to jump into fantasy finals, again, that first reward has been super clutch in making my team better. And I also got a style bonus of 20%. To newer players is always play the events. At least try to get the first reward, because the power on those team players are a lot higher than the foundation players. You can see John Stockton, he's not even fully maxed out. He's 804 compared to, let's say, Damian Lillard, who is maxed out 718. So it does play a huge part in getting your team to power up to get through seasons. Another thing that I also want to point out is when you upgrade these gold players, and we'll compare gold with emerald, right? Because that's the next rarity up. But like the John Stockton, when you max him out, his power could be almost as high as an emerald card. So you see the lowest emerald is 770. And John Stockton starts at 737. So those gold theme players will help out even when you're grinding emerald season. So it's very important to take advantage of these events and get those players. Another thing for fantasy finals that I want to emphasize: don't be afraid to use the reroll button. It is free. So keep re-rolling until you find a matchup that is better for you. So you see, we did the re-roll. We found a matchup that is better, so we're going to take it. And the reason why I like these matchups is you get a 1-point lead, which is really helpful. Especially if you make a mistake, you have a little bit more room to catch up. And it's also a lot easier for you to either win the game or get a tie, which is it's still going to get you points. All right, we're on defense. There we go, strip, fast break action. There goes my star right there, Lonnie Walker. Big fan of this game. He's definitely a gem inside the 2K Mobile. No easy baskets, leaving them wide open. All right, we got Stockton, a theme player right there. Oh, pop it right there, top of the key. You already know. So we're building up some good momentum now. Luka's trying to get crafty. Nice little pick there, too. Off the glass. I see you, Bobo. Let's get some pick and roll. Only thing we don't got Malone. Pascal. Splash, baby. Just as good. Pretty much got this game in the bag. Just cut him off, no space. Get that rebound. I'll tell you, Montrezl is pretty good for the center position. Oh, Luka don't want this. We're going in there. We dunking on him with John Stockton. Only in the game. I don't think I've ever seen him dunk in real life. And if you guys have, feel free to tag me. Post the link to the video on YouTube. I want to see Stockton dunking if it really did happen. All right, so there you go. That's basically all you really need to do. Just make sure you don't commit defensive errors. Try to score every play you have. Use pick and roll if you have to. Find the open man. And it should be an easier grind for you. So we got 240 there. Again, we only got one team player. But even if you don't get the event players, you still get draft picks, which is going to help you too. Because if you look at the left-hand side, this is more for newer players. But I can get an emerald card already from the draft board. And that's going to help out my team tremendously. And this is a team power that you need. So to get the emerald, best team power next tier is 700. We had 673. So we're pretty much there. Gold rings is going to be helpful too because it can help you craft theme players, which I'm going to check out right now. So this is for newer players as well. If you tap on the second button, this is the catalog. So right now, because I have one collectible and I have 13 gold rings, I can craft the Robert Horry, which Robert Horry will give me an extra 20% for the event. And he's a very good player, right? He's better than my current small forward. Now, if you look at the Gold Foundation players, see, Robert Horry starts at 667 power. I have a choice of crafting Anthony Edwards, whose power is already lower, Brian Scalabrine, Michael Porter Jr., Nerlens Noel, and Colin Sexton. I don't need point guards because I got Stockton, Damian Lillard, and Luka. Michael Porter's stats is decent in this game. Scalabrine, I wouldn't want on my squad. His stats aren't really what I need them to be. Same thing with Nerlens Noel, and I'm a Knicks fan. Anthony Edwards is actually pretty decent. I had his diamond card last season when it dropped, and he was pretty good. So like those would be your options to craft. But if you did craft Robert Horry, it would make a lot of sense too. We'll go to stat line. Another thing I recommend when you're first starting off, don't claim your daily logins. Try to wait until the end of the month, and this is when you start grinding. As you get higher in power, it won't matter as much, but when you start the game, your reward is going to be based on the low power. If you can somehow get yourself to an emerald tier, then these rewards will get better. And instead of you starting with bronze rewards, you'll get silver, gold, emerald, and maybe a sapphire. And that will help you out big time. If you're no money spent, but you could spend some money like as a one-time purchase, the Courtside pass makes sense for new players too. You get a lot of coins, you get your money's worth for sure, and you get a lot of extra rewards. It's like the first reward there, after 4 days, you get a gold player. You start with 250 coins, you get the draft picks, you get another gold player, an emerald player, and this is all within the same month. Another emerald. Look, you get a sapphire as well, another sapphire, and an amethyst at the end. So it's definitely worth it if you're able to, make that exception for that one-time purchase. It works out for your squad big time. So that's No Money Spent episode number 2. I appreciate all the support. Be sure to tune out for the next video coming out, in which we'll be using our gold squad.